Welcome. My name is Jessica Mullins. Today I'd like to talk about creating accessible video content, Zoom video closed captions, and transcripts. In 2017, the University of California, Berkeley was busted. The Department of Justice determined that they violated the Americans with Disabilities Act. Over 20,000 online audio and video content files were found to be inaccessible to blind and deaf people. The Americans with Disabilities Act requires equal access for all students in all courses. Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act confirms that accessibility is a civil right, and it declares that any agency or entity failing to meet standards can be sued. Section 508 governs how certain types of electronic media must be captioned, especially in education. When a college professor at a public university films or records a lecture, they are required to provide closed captions. Over 1 billion people, about 15% of the world's population, have some form of disability. According to the World Health Organization, there are 466 million people who have a disabling hearing loss. Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science reported that 49.1 million people worldwide are blind. 2.2 billion people have a near or distance vision impairment. 1/3 of all online activity is spent watching video, but there is a problem. Not all video is accessible or easy to obtain or use by individuals with disabilities. Online videos should include captions and text transcripts. Do you make accessible content? Have you recorded training or lecture videos in Zoom and provided closed captions and transcripts? Over 45 billion minutes of webinars were hosted on Zoom in 2020. Many programs allow users to make closed captions and transcripts of recordings for various fees, but Zoom allows users to do this for free. After completing today's lesson, you will be able to define closed captions and transcripts and create a Zoom video recording with closed captions and edited transcripts. Keywords include accessible, closed captions, synchronous, subtitles, and transcripts. Have you ever struggled to watch a video in a loud or quiet place? Have you ever used video closed captions or transcripts? Notice the CC abbreviation that is circled in this image. Have you clicked on this or searched in a transcript content box? Closed captions are text versions of sound timed with action that can be turned on or off by viewers. They are synchronous. They appear on screen at the same time as audio and video. Closed captions help users who cannot hear audio sound. Many people confuse closed captions and subtitles because they are often used interchangeably. Subtitles are a translation of content into different languages. Transcripts are text version of speech and non-speech audio information needed to understand content. They should include descriptions like laughter, visual information such as who enters a room. They can be found below or alongside a video, but they're also presented in a separate text file. Transcripts help users who cannot hear audio or see video. Why should you use transcripts and closed captions? Transcripts make multimedia content searchable by search engines, which engage a diverse audience, including screen reader users. A study by SafeNet found transcripts improve SEO, or search engine optimization. Videos went from no listings to up to 14th place, then 9th and 11th place after adding transcripts. According to Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, transcripts make audio content such as podcasts accessible, but transcripts alone do not make videos that contain visual and audio content accessible. Videos must have captions to be ADA and Section 508 compliant. Not only will you avoid fines and lawsuits by providing closed captions and transcripts, but accessible content helps everyone, not just those with disabilities. 3Play Media and Oregon State University eCampus Research Unit conducted a national survey in 2015. The study concluded that more than 50% of students not reporting disabilities often use captions. 75% of students said captions are a helpful learning aid. Almost 2/3 of respondents indicated closed captions help them focus, retain information, and overcome poor audio. Now that we've talked about the purpose of closed captions and transcripts, let's talk about your assignment. Today you will use Zoom to make a video with closed captions and edited transcripts. First, you will define closed captions and transcripts in a document of your choice. Then, you will share the document in a Zoom video recording after you enable closed captions and transcripts. Once your video processes, you will email the recording link, an original transcript document, and an edited transcript document. This video will guide you through the process and demonstrate your assignment. You can visit this Padlet for more information and references. Be sure to reach out if you have any questions. Let's get started with the assignment by signing into your Zoom account. You'll need to go to Settings to enable closed captions. Scroll down to Advanced Meeting Settings. Here we are. Click this button to enable captions, and you'll see that allowing live transcription service box is checked. Hover over host a meeting. We are going to screen share only. We're going to make a very brief recording. We'll open up the Zoom here, double click on screen, and to get situated for our video recording, we need to join audio. Click Join with Computer Audio. Hover over More, click on Live Transcript, and now we're going to click Enable Auto Transcription. Live transcripts are on, and they are going to generate these automatically. You could also assign participants to type. There are other options to explore. When you hover over More, click on Subtitle Settings, and you can change the size of your captions. Now, for this assignment, we are sharing a screen. It can be a Google document, it could be PowerPoint or Google Slide. Here I have an example for you. I'm going to present this. So, we get situated before we begin the recording. I'm going to unmute, and you'll notice captions will begin. Here we are. You can move those around. Now, to begin the recording, I go to More, and I'm going to record to the cloud. Welcome to my presentation. Closed captions are, and here's where you will provide your definition and any other information that you learned from the presentation about closed captions. Transcripts, provide a definition. This video does not have to be lengthy. We are just defining those two terms, and then you can stop recording. You'll be asked, do you want to stop cloud recording? If yes, you will receive an email notification when the cloud recording is ready. Yes. It takes a little bit of time to process, and then we can stop our share and end our meeting. Let's get out of this. And then you're going to sign in to Zoom. So, part 1. We enabled closed captions and transcripts. Part 2, we made a video recording, and we defined closed captions and transcripts. And now we're going to work on how do you send that video recording link, but also how do you edit those transcripts that were captured. They're not always accurate. So let's just see here in our recordings. you'll notice that this is still processing. But what I want to show you, the first thing that you should do, I'm going to click on another example that's already ready. You'll click Copy Shareable Link when your video recording is done, and then in an email you can paste that link so that you can send that to me when your video is done. You'll see we just got an email saying that the recording is ready that we just completed. So when we go here, we'll click on that recording, and you can see here that they have all of these files listed. You're going to download the audio transcript file from our recording. Let's download that. And let's take a look at that VTT file. Here is the transcript for the video that we just made. Welcome to my presentation. Now, I'm going to save this document, original transcript and last name, and just send that in an email. But then I want to show you how to edit that transcript file. When you click on the recording, welcome to my presentation. Closed captions are. So here's the audio transcript file. You can search transcript files. You can also download all of the files right here. But I want to show you how to edit. So we've already downloaded the document of the original transcript file. So I'd like for you to click the edit button, and I'm going to put revised. It just shows that I knew how to edit the transcript. But this is very easy to edit, and most often when I make video recordings in Zoom, I go through every box and make sure that it's accurate. So now if we go back to our recordings, and if we look at this transcript file and download this, I want to show you that it's changed it. Here is the word revised. So then you're going to save this document, title it Revised Transcript with your last name, and then email that. Thank you for watching this presentation. Please reach out if you have any questions or concerns, and be sure to visit the Padlet for more references and information.